All right, once again, it's a cold one with Corey, and this week we have
Me, Edie. How you doing?
Oh, look at you, so cute.
I know.
So happy to be here.
I love doing these things.
Big old ass cheeks over there. Just so happy, grinning like a
I
pig
know.
in
I'm
shit
actually
right
getting.
now.
I'm getting some airtime here. I'm so happy.
Yeah, you would have got some airtime a couple of nights ago.
It wasn't my fault. My
Oh.
cousin came into town. It was Easter, all that stuff.
Easter, what is that? The new St. Patrick's Day?
No, you know what it is? Look, I was a good girl. I gave up liquor for Lent. I was being a good Catholic girl. Mm-hmm. And I
Let me
went
tell you-
out and I had a couple of shots, too many.
Yeah, let me tell everybody what you did. I'm sorry we're late, and normally I take the blame on a lot of things, but I'm just gonna blame you, Edie.
It was my fault. I'll take total blame for this one because.
You were drunk. That's
But
why.
you know
Ain't no
what? In
because
my
to it.
defense, you called me at 8:00 saying, "Can you be over there at 12:30?"
Okay, but the thing
Yes,
is,
I
you,
will.
you said
I said
yes.
I would.
Now,
Yes,
if
I
you
did.
can't do it, because I'm catching up on stuff from since I've been coming back from New York and
know.
everything. So I said, Edie, can you come over there? You're like, yes.
See, but you asked me while I was drinking, so I'm like, "Hey,
should've
I've already
told me.
had a couple of cold ones."
So Edie,
now.
yeah, exactly. She
And
told me
it doesn't take much to get me drunk.
she had 2 shots of sparkling water and your
I
ass
know.
just was gone.
It's okay.
I hate to bust you out like this, but
It's all right.
we've-
I'll take total blame for this. It's my fault.
we've all been there.
Dude, I was drunk.
Uh,
And I'd rather be safe than drive all the way to the 2 million mile away spill studio from my house.
I know, and come over
Because I
here
live
and,
up in the hills, and you live down here in the valley.
and try and do a recording while drunk. I mean, that would have been interesting, but
It would have been funny, actually. I was on my mark that night.
no. But the thing is, I just didn't want to vomit all over my microphone.
I wouldn't throw up all over your microphone.
Hey, look, I knew you threw up that night, but see, I'm
Whatever.
gonna tell I'm
I did
gonna tell
not.
everybody. Yeah, you did. I'm gonna
No,
tell
I
everybody.
did
Look,
not.
I threw up. I was.
Okay, whatever.
No, a couple of months ago when I was up in New York, I was hanging out with these British dudes, right?
Uh-huh.
And those guys know how to drink. It was a British dude and an Australian dude, and they apparently in the UK and apparently in Australia. I mean, in Australia they drink motor oil or something.
Yeah.
But
It's
apparently somebody
beer.
told me. Yeah, no, somebody said that the alcohol content.
It's a lot stronger.
It's stronger than it is, so they can go all night. And I didn't know that, so I'm trying to keep up. And by the end of the night, I was in the middle of the street, not at home. I didn't even make it that far. I was in the middle of the street throwing up. So Edie,
I did not throw up. I just did not feel well, and I didn't think it would be right for me to drive after having 3 shots of Jaeger.
so all you spillers and
I
spillios,
do not drink Jägermeister. It's a bad, bad, bad thing.
whatever y'all want to be called, spillers or spillios.
It's my fault.
Your dear Edie was called me up, and she, bless her heart, she was sitting up here trying to talk, and she's like, I am so sorry, Corey, that I couldn't be there, but do you know I had the most popular group on Spill? And hold
I
on for a
did
moment.
have the most popular group on
Until
Spill
you-
that
until
night.
you became a bad image for everybody. And then she's like, hold on for a moment, please. I'd like to.
Oh, you're such a liar.
No,
Do
you know
not
that. I stayed on
say
the phone
that.
to make sure you were okay.
Do not say that, Corey.
Oh,
That's
you-
a lie.
I ain't saying
But
no
in my
lie.
defense, I called you the next day and I was like, Corey, it's 9:00 in the morning. I'm ready to record.
I was asleep.
I know, but I was awake. So I couldn't have been that messed up if I was up at 9:00 in the morning
Girl,
saying, come on,
you
let's
know,
record.
Now, you know after Monday, things get crazy with me.
I know.
And it's hard for me to do editing.
I know, but I did, in my defense, I called the next morning at 9:00 in the morning, bright and early. Corey, let's record now.
Wait a minute, hold still. You got a little crust from vomit on the
Shut
front of your
up,
mouth.
whatever.
I do like my mom used to do to me, lick my thumb. And, here, let me get that for you.
Yeah,
I suck my thumb.
whatever. You can do like
okay,
that.
so everybody.
Anyway, so let's go on to it.
Yeah.
It is my fault that we did not record
Okay,
on
we
Monday
got that.
night.
We got that. It's your fault. And think about the children, Edie. I mean, we got a lot of youngsters on here. What kind of image are you putting out there for them?
You know what? I just had 3 shots.
I know 3
That's
shots.
it. I'm a lightweight. I cannot drink. I was not born to drink.
I know those virgin daiquiris you had
Yeah.
tore your ass up, didn't it?
Jägermeister is a bad alcohol.
kept
I'm
wondering-
just saying that. Do not do Jaeger bombs.
Shirley Temples, boy, they'll kill you.
And yeah, even if your cousin's in town from Colorado, you still do not do a Jaeger bomb with
I
him.
kept trying to think of Shirley Temple, but I kept wanting to say Mary Poppins for some reason. That's a new drink. You you stay away from those.
I know. Right?
That'll kill you.
You stay away from those. What are those shots that somebody did?
Don't worry about
Dirty Girl Scouts.
it. They got a
That's
shot
the
called
one.
Dirty Girl Scout?
Yeah, isn't that the one you used to do all the time? No. I'm just
I'll
joking.
do a Dirty Girl Scout, but if you can find one, I never had to drink though. And we're talking about a Girl Scout who's of age, of course.
And of course, yeah, because there's so many of those.
A woman scout.
A woman scout.
I'll eat her cookies. Now,
Anyway,
let's go ahead and get into.
Let's talk about what's really important here.
Yeah. Now, as you know, we get together to talk about movies and movie-related stuff and anything else that we can think of.
Yes.
In between. This is just a bullshit session.
Yes.
And I'm bullshitting with you, Edie, right now. Now, this is how we start.
Harassing me.
This is how I'm not harassing you.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I got my hand on your ass right now,
I
but I don't
know.
think you let me put it there.
I know.
Okay, so here's how we're going to start, Edie. You know what we do every week, right?
Yes.
We start out with the top 5.
Top 5.
And look at you. You felt guilty enough to print out the top 5.
I printed that out that night. Thank you.
Oh, is that what that stain is right there?
Shut up, Corey.
On this.
Okay. Jerk sometimes, but I love you anyway.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
I know you do.
So what is number 5?
I love
okay.
you too, Edie.
I know.
Okay. Okay, we start out with number. Man, you're better than Leon. Leon, when he comes in, he wants to start with number 1.
No, you have to build it up. You know, it's suspense.
I'm trying to get him to do that.
You know,
He's the kind of guy that has sex with his pants on and then takes his pants on after he takes his pants off after he's done. I'm done.
I'm done.
I can take these things off now.
I'm sorry for the girl that's with him.
I know.
It's like, oh, was it in? No, I'm just joking.
No,
oh my God, I can't
I
say
haven't
that.
unzipped myself yet. Okay, so we're gonna start with number 5. Number 5 in the top 5 from last weekend, which was what 2 weeks ago because you were late coming in. No, I'm messing with you. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Number 5 is 10,000 BC.
That's been out there for a long time, and I can't. That shows you how many bad movies there are out there.
3 weeks has been up in the top 5.
No, and so in 3 weeks we couldn't have come up with something better than that. It's not a bad movie, but I'm saying nothing has moved it out of the way.
It's a bad movie, but I understand as much shit as I talked about this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why it's still in the top 5 because it looks amazing. I don't care what anybody says.
That's true.
It's an amazing looking movie.
It's
just
pretty.
stupid as hell. That's all.
Yeah.
Goddamn. And there was somebody out there who tried to get smart with us. Who tried to say, "How dare you?"
Nobody
we
would
were talking
get
about
smart with you.
Yeah, no, how dare you? Do you know who I am?
Do you know who he is? Yeah, he's great.
Now, Edie, you heard us talk about the killer ostriches in this movie,
Yes.
right? And whatever they are, there's some prehistoric bird, and somebody tried to email us saying those birds did exist, and get your facts straight because we hate for you to look stupid. And look, I know that there was some form of prehistoric bird that existed. Okay, of
course.
Did you have
Everything
guys
had
with,
to evolve from something.
But did you have guys with dreadlocks running from them, talking English? I don't think so.
No, not yet.
The fuck out of here with that. I know my history. How dare you talk to me? I used to be a paleontologist.
Yeah, right.
Me and India.
That's not the only thing you were digging for, but anyway, go
I'm
ahead.
the Black Indiana Jones. How dare you talk to me like that? I know what I'm doing. Shit, fuck you. All right, so number 4 is Drill Bit Taylor.
Which, by the way,
at number 4.
it debuted at number 4, which
Too
I
high.
knew it was going to be a high-grossing film. Didn't expect a lot from it, but I knew it was going to make a lot of money because of the whole Owen Wilson.
Olin Wilson? Who's that?
Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson, the guy that tried to commit
You said
suicide.
Olin Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Sorry.
He tried to commit suicide, all that stuff, you know. This is a big movie that he was coming out with
Okay,
afterwards.
first of all, it's not a high-grossing movie. It made $10 million on opening weekend. Not a
not
not a
a
stellar opening.
blockbuster, but, you know, it's still.
And so he tried to commit suicide. What is everybody looking for? They go,
People like him.
well, I mean, so what? What do people? They think he's gonna like pull a gun on the screen and shoot him
No,
brains
of
out while they're
course
watching
not.
Drill
But
Bit
the
Taylor?
Wilson brothers, you know, all of them, they're all good actors. You know, Luke, and, you know, and what's the older brother's name? Michael, Daniel, something like that. I don't know.
I don't know.
They have like that little thing, kind of like the
Everybody just knows-
Baldwins.
yeah, everybody
it's
just
the
knows-
Wilsons and the Baldwins. You know.
Well, everybody just knows Luke and Owen. And I got to say, hey, Luke, boy, you let your brother kind of jump ahead of you. What you doing, man? You doing all these indie films. Your brother's out there making these blockbusters. You better jump on it.
They're both very good actors.
No, they are.
I liked them. I liked them even back in Bottle Rocket or whatever, Bottle Top or.
They like to party too, boy.
Oh yeah, they were here for South by Southwest a couple of years ago, and
And this is no lie. Look, I'm not dropping names because I don't know these guys. I know. I'm not doing. I'm just saying. Around here in Austin, you see these guys everywhere. I'm not even trying to report dirt. I was at a bar with High, and High's like, "Look, Owen Wilson's behind you. You know, he's cool." And like, you look behind you, and say, "Oh, Owen Wilson, big deal. Okay." You know, I mean, he's having a good
cute,
time.
too.
I know everybody. You know why?
think
Because he got money. That's why.
no, I think he's cute. I think he's cuter than.
Hell, if
Luke.
I had $1 million, you would think I was cute
I like
too.
his little messed up nose.
Yeah, I know. See,
That's what it is. It gives him character.
I don't want to keep harping on the guy's nose because that's the easy target because it's so big.
No, it's messed up. It's been broken several times. It looks like it.
What does he do to break his nose several
I don't know.
times?
He has 2 brothers. What do you expect? You know, they were probably fighting in the backyard. Who knows?
But you see, if he didn't have millions of dollars and was in movies, everybody would be like, man, that guy's got a fucked up nose. But because he's a millionaire and he's famous, everybody's like, oh, wow, I love his nose now.
No, but maybe it's just me. I have a thing for guys with very unique noses.
I thought you were going to say you had a thing for broken noses.
No, for unique noses. I like a guy with just, not the run-of-the-mill nose.
You like a guy with broken noses? Okay, Edie, what if I did this to my nose? Ow!
You still don't get a chance.
Do you love me now?
Of course.
You don't have to love me. Will you just go to bed with me now?
You didn't have to do that to your nose, Corey. It was already messed up. No, I'm just joking.
You fucking
See, mess with me, I mess back.
bitch. You
Hey, be nice. Anyway.
drill your bitch.
No.
You keep moving me. Okay, so
Anyway, I was saying, but he's a good-looking guy.
Okay, all right.
Women like him. They'll go see the movie even if it's stupid because of
I'm
him.
sick of hearing about Owen Wilson. I don't want to hear about him no more. Getting all the money and the women. I don't want to talk about him no more.
Jealous.
I am jealous. I don't want to talk about him no more. I want to talk about Shudder.
Shudder.
Yeah, shut up. I want to talk about Shudder. Shudder is at number 3.
Number 3 this week. Yes,
You know
dead people in the background.
Do you know how much it made?
How much?
It made just a little bit more than Drillbit Taylor. It was in the $10 million range. Not bad for a movie that was kind of shuffled in with no real intense advertising.
Right. It wasn't like popping up on the screen like what was that other one, Jumper? You know?
Yeah, exactly. Not bad.
You didn't have a dead person in the background on every Fox station. Ooh, look, she's still there. What did you do to her?
I know they didn't push this movie like they did with Jumper. You'd be watching TV and Jumper come up. They didn't have like a ghost come up in the middle of your programs. But it's not bad for a movie that we've seen 5 times already. Anyway, The Grudge and The Ring, and I'm sure there's some other movie out there.
Whatever, Sixth Sense, dead people in the background, whatever.
Well, all these movies
it wasn't
have
like that, but
all these movies. They have the dead Asian girl or the ghostly Asian girl with the long black hair who's popping up out of DVD players and television sets, come out of your toaster. And
you see her in pictures.
Well, now she's coming out your camera.
Yeah, I know.
Man, she's gonna come out my laptop in a minute.
We
better help her finish this before
No,
Asian girl come out. But but now when I was I just posted the review for this not too long ago because again catching up from the New York trip and all that. So and sorry about
Easter and everything. There's been a lot of holidays in South by everything.
No, it's a lot of stuff been happening.
I know there's a lot of stuff that's still not up yet.
But as soon as I put this up, I heard from a friend of mine actually who came to the site, and she was kind of upset with the review.
Why?
Because she was saying, now here's what you fanboys and girls are people who are big, who are so immersed into the Japanese culture. Mm-hmm. We don't get that shit over here, okay? She was saying that, well, I don't like the review too much because you don't understand. You don't like the whole thing with the Asian girl popping out of everything, but over in these Asian countries, Asian women are seen so strong in certain areas that their spirits are so strong enough to come back, and their hair symbolizes this or something like that. It was all about Japanese culture. This ain't Japan, sweetheart, all right?
Yeah, I know. I was like, there's a whole bunch of things like that with the Mexican culture and, Spanish culture and, the ghost coming up, No. But it still doesn't matter. The movie is what it was,
Well, when you bring it over here, we don't get a manual telling us the history of this ghost girl, okay?
Yeah.
I just know I've seen several dark-haired bitches coming out of things and killing people. I don't know the history of that, so don't get mad at me. Yeah.
Angry women.
Strong, angry women. If they're so strong.
Well, if you kill someone and she's pissed off enough, she's going to come back and haunt you.
See, that's not scary to me. I mean,
yeah, I bet you're going to be in bed. All of a sudden, you see some girl coming up behind you who's a ghost and going, "Woo, Corey."
I'm more afraid.
You're probably like, yeah, come on.
Yeah, I'll do a ghost. I'd welcome that. Come on, please. I'll
you don't discriminate on any basis.
The ghost will be trying to get away from me. The ghost would be
come back here.
Yeah, the ghost would be like, shit, I made a mistake.
Reverse effect.
What was I thinking? Come here, baby. Now, what I'm afraid of is that I'm not afraid of a ghost coming back and killing me. I'm afraid that the ghost will be a woman and come back and won't shut up talking. It's bad enough when a woman's alive, talking. It's like a ghost you can't get rid of.
People off again.
I know. That's what I do.
I know. It's all right. I do too. Sometimes.
People. There's nothing but love behind it.
I know.
Okay, so let's go.
He really is a nice person.
Yeah, I am. Tell people.
I no, really, honestly, he is. You know,
See,
I have a lot of respect for Corey. You do a lot of work for this site, and although you might be a little short with people and stuff like that, but it's only because you're like busy all the time.
Who am I short with?
I don't know. Some people, not me, but other people.
What did I do to you?
Oh, I heard. I've heard stories. No, I'm just joking.
How many times have I been nice to you? Said, Edie, will you please sleep with me? I mean, I've said please. I would even say thank you if you did it.
No, if I didn't.
If you did it, yeah.